Hello everyone, Von Marie here for Pajama Crafter Stamps, and isn't this stamp set just beautiful? I have been eyeing this stamp set for so long and I was so happy when it arrived, and I just love those cute birdies. They're so cute and the sentiments are beautiful in different fonts, and just so I'm so excited for this video today. So I wanted to make my own background and I love this huge feather. Isn't it so pretty? It would be fun. It would be great just on the A2 panel as is, but I'm going to make my own pattern paper here. And I'm going to use some Bahama blue Memento ink. And I'm just going to stamp it with my stamping block, and this white cardstock I think is Hammermill 100 pounds, and I'm just going to kind of leave my hand on the image a little bit and push down, and hopefully I don't hopefully I do a great job, because usually I use my stamping platform, and so when I use a stamping block, you just never know what's going to happen. So I'm taking my time, even though I fast forward this a little bit, but it did take me a bit to press down and move around and decide how I want it, but in the end result, I do love how it came out. And it would be even pretty just like that. You could put a sentiment in that white corner there. So lots of ways you can use this stamp set. So I'm super excited about that. I love that Pajama Crafter Stamps made a stamp set like this, so I highly recommend it. And even if you wanted to make a sympathy card, you could easily do that. Usually I like to do like a feather. Sometimes I do feathers or flowers for sympathy cards. I don't like making sympathy cards, but I think this stamp set makes it easy for you if you have to do that. And so I think I'm almost finished, just trying to stamp off the ends here a little bit. And there's also, I think, some little birdie feet that you could stamp as well, which would be super cute for a background. Also, I looked at that and I thought about it as well. So I like all the options. And for some reason, I just knew I wanted to use a blue like this. So I actually really love how it turned out. So I'm going to have to make more backgrounds. It would be great to have them in all rainbow colors and just have them in your stash ready to go, because you never know what kind of card you might want to do. So I think that would be great as well. You can put that, well, I don't know about using your stamping platform, but I had fun just stamping for fun here. And now I'm going to use my stamping platform to stamp these birds. I think I used all the images except for the bird feet for me to stamp today with tuxedo ink from Memento. And I cut them out with my brother's Scan and Cut, but then I decided to stamp this image on some white cardstock here and get out my Faber, Castel, Polychromos colored pencils, and I haven't used these in a while. And I'm also going to use some Gamsol to blend my colored pencils. And I really had so much fun coloring, and I can't stop coloring with my colored pencils right now. So they are my favorite medium right now, although I do love my Copics, but this is just fun. And I'm just getting out some Gamsol. I made a hole in the bottle. I just recently got some more Gamsol because my other one dried out. So that is why I'm excited to color with my colored pencils. And So if you have colored pencils, get them out. Even Crayolas are really fun as well, whatever you have. And even if you want to do watercoloring. So these birds are perfect for any medium. And so I know I'm not coloring them with like real colored birds. I don't think are this color, but I think I have spring on my mind right now, so I wanted to color them in these pretty spring colors. And these are like my favorite colors anyways, so I just had fun. And it's fun to blend all those three colors together. I'm not worrying about, using two different colored purples, or, well, I do have two colored purples there, but I'm not using two different colored teal colors or anything like that. And I do get some birds in my yard, and some of them have like red on them, so you can easily color them the way you see the birds at your house. However you want to have fun coloring these birds, they will look super cute. I love the way they look. So I'm going to color their feathers, and I thought I would get out a blue that looked like my background. So I am going to use that blue. I also use like a dark green with the feathers, but you can't see it too much in on camera, but in person I think you can tell a little bit. I'm also going to use those two colors later on for a larger feather. And just finished there, and then I'm going to cut this panel. I'm just cutting it so that my birds are on there, and then I have a little bit of space for my sentiment. And I'm going to use a sentiment from the stamp set. And I'm going to put my birds wonky like that because I just love it. And I'm going to use this friendship sentiment that says, friendship isn't a big thing, it's a million little things. And I just love that. That is just perfect. And I'm also going to ink it with that same blue that I used for my background. That blue is just my go-to right now. I really love how it looks, and sometimes colored inks don't look so well with when you stamp the sentiment, but I really like how this came out, and everything matches, and I just love how it all looks. So here's that feather that I grabbed from when I stamped earlier. I really wanted to use it since I stamped my background with it, and I was even going to just put feathers on my card and a sentiment, and that would have been really pretty too. So here's that green that I kind of told you about, and I believe I used like a terracotta brown as well for like the stem, or I'm not sure what you call that, but the main feather piece inside in the middle there. I always want to say stem like a flower, but I know it's not stem. So, and then I will use my Gamsol again and blend everything out. And so it's so much fun. I had so much fun making this card. I definitely should have made two, but now I'll just go back and see what else I can think of, since I have a lot of those stamped images already stamped and cut out there. It's perfect for my future projects. And I will list everything down below that I used, and so let's put this card together. So I'm using my tape runner. I'm also going to use some foam tape, and I have a craft A2 card base, so 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I'm gonna drink some coffee. Excuse me. my voice is going out. And so let's see how to put this feather. And I really like that feather on top there. I think it's fun. So I like how this design came out. Really fun that I was able to stamp my background and color those birds with my colored pencils. Here's some brads from my stash. Those are buttons, but I really like this heart. I think it matches perfectly. So I'm gonna punch a hole in the corner here and add a brad. So when's the last time you used a brad? I just love this. I love how it looks. Such a fun element to add. I'm also going to add some embellishments as well. So I hope you like this tutorial. I had so much fun with this card, and I can't wait to make another card soon with this set. And just filling up my background here with some foam tape, and then I will add some to my feather, and we're ready to put it on the card. So fun. And now I'm going to get my opalescence sequins out, and I just got these from Pajama Crafter Stamps. Aren't they really pretty? I'm super excited. They're in different shapes. So I'm excited to use these. I'll probably use them on all my cards now. I have to get more colors, but I love that it looks like, you know, whatever colors you use, this is going to match. I can see the reflection. Looks like it matches perfectly. I'm just going to add 3 here. And that is it. And so I'm going to share my close-up. And so I appreciate you joining me today, and I will be back soon with another card tutorial. And just adding my last, oops, I was having a little trouble there. And there we go. So here it is.